you could hear me. Okay. Yeah, glad to meet you all. So, recently, I see the blackberry, the harvest coming to an end. That reminds me that we have entered autumn and soon winter. Well, life is like a torrent, yeah, propelling our lives forward. And life is like four seasons. Yeah, there are spring days of youth and vigor. There are summer days of passionate striving. There are autumn days of harvest. But there are also winter days of old age. Oh, in winter, I saw the tree seems to have died. But when spring returns, uh, they live again. It seems that there are lives living inside, still remain inside. So, do humans have souls? Is there a life after death? Okay, the Bible said that God, not only did He make our bodies, but also breathed into Adam's nostril the breath of life. That is the soul of human being. So, in addition to physical needs, you will have something immaterial, conscience, moral awareness, longing for eternity. Okay, there is a doctor. In the past, he did not believe in God. He did not believe in the existence of souls or eternity. But one night, one experience, known as a near-death experience, changed his belief totally. So let's watch his story.
Maurice Rawlings was an American cardiologist. Dr. Maurice Rawlings neither believed in God nor in afterlife. But that belief quickly changed one evening in 1977. He was monitoring one of his patients, a guy at age 40, whilst he carried out an ECG stress test. There and then, in his office, he had a cardiac arrest and dropped dead to the floor. 3 nurses rushed in and began CPR, whilst Dr. Maurice started external heart massage, but it wouldn't maintain its own beats. Dr. Maurice had to insert a pacemaker wired down through the large vein. The patient began coming to, but whenever the doctor reached for instruments or interrupted chest compressions, he would lose consciousness again, stop breathing, and die one more time. But the terrifying thing was this: each time he came around and began respiration, he would scream, "I'm in hell!" and plead with the doctor not to quit. This really threatened the doctor severely. Every time the doctor quit, he sent his patient back there. The patient looked petrified. After this happened a few times, the doctor dismissed his complaint and told him to keep his hell to himself until the doctor was finished fitting the pacemaker. But the man was beyond serious. "How do I stay out of hell? Pray for me!" Pray for him, the doctor thought. I was a doctor, not a preacher. "Pray for me!" he repeated. It was a dying man's request. As the doctor continued working, he took his mind back to the Sunday school and had the man repeat a prayer, asking Jesus to save him and turn his life around. It wasn't complicated. And with that, his condition stabilized. The doctor asked the patient a couple of days later to explain what he saw in hell. But he remembered nothing, as it was wiped from his memory. He did, however, remember everything after the prayer. Seeing the team work on his body, the whole experience changed everything the doctor ever believed.
So from the story of Doctor, we know that we do have souls. So, because we have souls, we will have different feelings and emotions about things. For the good things, we will feel being loved. You may rejoice. You will experience peace. You will be grateful to the others. You have passion on the others. You will have hope for everything. Also, God let us to have some bad feelings because sometimes it is useful when it is used right. Something really bad we should hate to a certain extent. Okay, but if we don't handle it properly, it will become like winter, cold winter in your hearts. So, like despair, hopelessness. So, this kind of winter in your hearts. There is a brother. He would like to tell his story about how he handles and overcomes this kind of negative feelings in the strength of Lord Jesus Christ.
Hello, my dear friends. I'm David. I'm now in Nottingham. I moved from Hong Kong to UK in 2022, and I has a family of 4. Today, I'm so glad that I have a chance to share my testimony to you, and this testimony is about my sickness. In 2000, I got depression. Why I had depression? Because at that time there was an Asian financial tsunami that caused a lot of economic problems in the region. Adding on that, in 2003 there was a lethal pandemic, SARS, that further pushed down the economic situation of Hong Kong. At that time, many companies was shut down, and also a lot of people lost their job. I give thanks to God at that time I didn't lost my job, but I work for the HR department. I have to fire a lot of employees. That caused huge stress to me. So eventually I found myself I got uh, red rash on my body for 2 months. It was very itchy, and I have to face my depression too. I have given thanks to God. God was really merciful and graceful. I didn't take any medication, but I really think that it is a blessing because I know a lot of patients has to take a lifelong medication, but I didn't take any medication so that I can get rid of a lifelong medication. And also I have a loving family. I know my loving wife prayed for me, and my elder daughter Sherry was born at that time. I give thanks to God because she was so lovely. God gave me a lot of support for this little baby. And myself also prayed to God, and I eventually found myself fully recovered after 7 years. It was really a miracle because I didn't see doctor, I didn't do anything. I just prayed and I continue my work. I work hard. So in the end, I have to say, God is really a healing God. He's great. He's almighty, and He is loving. So I know now I'm a healthy person. I have a healthy family. It's all because of the grace and mercy of God. So, dear friends, I would like to introduce this loving God, Lord Jesus, to you. May you believe in Lord Jesus today. Thank you.
Christians are ordinary people as you, but one thing is true. Lord is living. He can help us in different aspects. Okay, so sometimes the environment outside is summer, inside your heart like winter. And there are many ups and downs of life. Sometimes outside, inside winter, people are no good for you. And inside is like storm in your heart. Okay, we need to have power to forgive, love, and save. There is one story I would like to tell you. 10 years ago, a lady died, Elizabeth Elliot, in 1956. Something happened. She experienced a painful loss of her husband. At that time, she was 30 years old, and her daughter 1 year old. And her husband was a passionate evangelist, devoted husband and father, martyred Christian missionary. Okay, that year, her husband went to Ecuador, the Amazon jungle, and then he was killed by the Savage tribe people. Okay, so that you could see how sad Elizabeth is. Look at his haggard face, and then 2 years later, when Valerie was 3 years old, and at her 32, she went to the same tribe to preach the gospel to them. Decades later, Valerie grew up, and he witnessed the story about her father and her mother. She said to the others, at that time, mother knows who are the killers. But Elizabeth continued to help them. This is the tribe member, the tribe who killed Elizabeth's husband. They helped him for baptism. This guy is one of the murderers who killed her husband. And then Elizabeth gave him 3 haircuts. Yeah, this is he is the guy. His work in that tribe changed the tribe a lot. Many people believe in God. They are reading Bible. She should be a very sad woman, but she set up a channel, a radio channel, known as Gateway to Joy. And she wrote many books, talking about the story of her husband, how to preach the gospel to the tribe people, and then also the channel of her husband, his journey and her journey and her husband's journey. Become the encouragement to the contemporary missionaries. So she also experienced her ups and downs of life, like winter of her cold winter of her life, different temperature, very low temperature for her. But our life is like a white water rafting. We are traveling down the river on a raft. In the meantime, we experience upper course, middle course, lower course. I mean, different seasons of life. Springs, summer, autumn, winter. Consider, let Jesus board your boats and live a wonderful life in all 4 seasons.